Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we've got an incredible story for you. It's a story of transformation, and it all hinges on how a single shift in thinking can completely change, well, everything in a person's life.
So, let's just start with that question. Because for the guy at the center of our story today, the answer was a huge, resounding yes. It wasn't just a question, really. It was the trigger that totally reshaped his world.
Okay, so let's set this scene. We're at a really busy city railway station. And this was the entire world for a local beggar. His whole life was just this daily grind, completely dependent on whatever spare change and kindness people passing by decided to show him.
Then one day, he sees this guy, really well-dressed, in a sharp suit, and the beggar thinks, okay, this is it. This guy looks like he has money, this could be a good day. So he walks up and does the only thing he knows how to do. He asks for money.
But this time, it didn't go like it usually did. Instead of reaching for a few coins, the businessman offered something else entirely, something that would kick off a chain reaction and change the beggar's life forever.
Wow, so these words, they weren't just a no, they were a direct challenge to the beggar's entire way of life. The businessman was laying down a basic rule of value, the idea that things work through a fair exchange.
So this wasn't just some brush off, it was a spark. For 2 whole days, that's all he could think about. Those words just echoed in his head, and he started to question everything, his identity, his place in the world, and this whole new idea of exchange.
So on a third day, he's sitting there near the station, his mind just buzzing. And he sees something he's probably walked past a million times but never really looked at. Flowers, growing right there on some nearby plants. And boom, an idea hits him.
He decided right then and there he wasn't going to be just a taker anymore. He was going to participate. From now on, whenever someone gave him money, he'd give them a beautiful flower in return. It's a simple little action, right? But for him, it was a total revolution.
And you know what? The change was instant. People weren't just dropping coins out of pity anymore, they were genuinely delighted to get a little something beautiful in return. And because he was now creating this positive moment, his earnings shot way up.
So fast forward a little bit, and who does he see on the train again? That same well-dressed businessman. But this time is totally different. He doesn't walk up like a beggar anymore. He approaches him with the confidence of someone who has real value to offer.
After our guy insists on giving the businessman a flower for his money, the businessman smiles and says that. And wow, if that first meeting was a spark, this moment right here, this was an absolute explosion in his mind. As that train starts to pull away, the man is just standing there on the platform. He looks up at the sky and he shouts it out loud. He finally gets it. The real transformation wasn't in his pocket, it was in his head. He didn't see himself as a beggar anymore. So after this huge life-changing moment, the man just vanishes from the station. Poof, gone. 6 months go by and the flower-giving beggar just isn't there anymore. And then, one day, right there on that very same platform, 2 men in business suits are meeting. One of them is the original businessman from our story, and the other, you guessed it, it's the man who used to be the beggar. The former beggar explains everything. He tells the businessman how their first meeting taught him the principle of exchange, but their second meeting, that's what gave him his true identity. He wasn't just getting by anymore, he was now a major flower trader, traveling for his own business. He finally understood the fundamental law that was at play the whole time. He realized people weren't giving him money out of pity. They were paying a fair price for his flowers. In their eyes, he was already a small business owner. The only person who still saw him as a beggar was himself. So here's the real takeaway, the thing we all need to get. His physical world didn't truly change until his internal world changed first. He had to believe he was a businessman before he could actually become one. The key to his success was locked inside his own mind all along.
And that brings us right back to the beginning, doesn't it? This amazing story leaves us with one final, powerful question to ask ourselves. If our thoughts really do shape our reality, then who we believe we are today is creating who we're going to be tomorrow. So what is your thinking making you?